Hey everyone, what is going on? So we're back with another discussion video, so I'm really excited to be back. I didn't have one last week because I had a lot of packing to do for my Disney trip, had an awesome time, so it's good to be back with these videos. I know a lot of you like the discussion videos, so you know what's coming up in the weeks ahead, and you do enjoy them, so I'm really happy about that, so I will continue with them. So beginning with the daily Pokemon, we have the Winkers, the Winking Kanto Pokemon, we have Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and ones like that. I think Clefairy's in there, or Jigglypuff, something like that. Really cool, I guess, to have them back. They drop, I believe, coins. Some daily Pokemon drop coins. I think it's, no, these I think drop personalized skill boosters. I could be wrong, they drop something, but you should play them once a day, even if you have them, just to get the 200 coins, and you have a chance to get, as I said, either coins or personalized skill boosters. I believe these are personalized skill boosters, but, if you don't have them, you might as well pick them up, because hey, why not? I mean, they shouldn't be too difficult, and they could be good early on if you literally just started the game, or not just started the game, but I would catch them, and you might get some use out of them. So that is really cool to have them back, I guess. But it's something that I'm not going to focus on. Okay, so moving on, we have Cosmoem. Now, Cosmoem is once a day. It could drop awesome enhancements, I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know these once a day drops. It's either level ups, raise max levels, mega speed ups, experience booster large. It's something like that. It could drop it, but it does have a low chance. It could be a skill booster small, maybe, I don't know. And it could also drop personalized skill boosters, so that's cool. I mean, Cosmog and Cosmoem can help on Weak and Meowth if you go that route. So it's definitely a Pokemon that I would try and catch. I probably wouldn't use Great Balls on it just because it's not super useful, but it is a cool Pokemon that we have available, and you definitely do want to play once a day, as I said, because you do want to try and get those awesome enhancements, or even personalized skill boosters. You'll eventually max it out slowly over time. It might take a few hundred years, but I'm kidding, guys, but it is a cool Pokemon to have, nonetheless. I do like these once-a-day events. I do play them every week, or every day, of course, as I'm sure you guys do, or most days. Sometimes I skip them if I go on vacation or something, but whatever. So, yeah, that is Cosmoem. Now, moving on, we have Zygarde 10%. Zygarde 10% is that puppy. It has Mega Boost Plus. Unfortunately, it's not good, because it is a Dragon type. Just because it's Dragon doesn't mean it's not good, but, I mean, what are you going to boost up? Mega Rayquaza maybe, but, if you use that on Weak and Meowth, I could totally see it, I guess, but, it's one that you're not going to invest in, even if it was fantastic, because Mega Boost Plus has a good activation rate as is. It's, on a match of 3, it's 50%, and then on a match of 4 and 5, it's a guarantee, so, it's one that you're not going to, want to farm. I mean, I'd catch it just for collector's reasons, but I wouldn't focus on this one. I don't think it's too difficult, but yeah, it's one that you're not going to get a lot of use out of. Let's just say that, and it has a low attack power. It could take raise max levels, but again, it's not worth using raise max levels on it. So we'll just jump right into the next one, which is, guys, Winking Tepig. Now, Winking Tepig is awesome. It does have Flash Mob, but it can be skill swapped to Hammering Streak, and you guys know how much I love Hammering Streak. It's so fun to use. It's my favorite ability in the game to use. I'm not saying it's necessarily better than Shot Out, but I do like using that. I love using Hammering Streak, Last Ditch Effort, Final Effort. I got a little tired of Shot Out, to be honest with you, and Block Shot and all those. I don't know why. I know they're still good, obviously, but, I just really enjoy the Hammering Streak ability. Now, Winking Tepig was recently available, and we also have Flareon, so if you have those with Hammering Streak maxed out, you don't need Winking Tepig, but Tepig is still good, even if you have one or two of those maxed out, because, as I've said in the past, you could have 3 of the same type Hammering Streak Pokemon on the same team, and it's good. So I'll probably farm this one for a little bit. We'll see. There's something else I'm going to be wanting to do this week. Next week in regards to Pokemon Shuffle, and I'll talk about that a little bit later in this video. You know, you guys might know what it is, but Winking Tepig is definitely an option. A good option at that, and you know, I might go a little bit on it, even though I do have the Winking Chimchar, just because it is a good Pokemon. So, and it's also, I'm sure, going to be really easy to beat. So, you know, now moving on, we do have Politoed. Now, I actually don't even have a video of Politoed, so that's really interesting. Politoed, I believe, has Crowd Control or Crowd Control Plus or whatnot. It's not really a good Pokemon. You know, I don't even remember the stage or how it's like or what it's like, because I haven't played it in such a long time. But you know, it's cool to have Politoed back for those that need it. I'm definitely gonna have a video on it, because as I said, I do a video of all these Pokemon, but you know, it's cool to have Politoed. I'm going to go ahead and not farm that, and neither are you guys. Not worth farming that. I don't know if it gets an alternate skill. Maybe it does. You know, it's probably not good though, because if it was good, I probably would know about it. So I totally don't recommend farming this one. But if you want to catch it just to have it, you might as well catch it, because I like Politoed just as much as the next Pokemon fan. So really cool. Okay, so moving on, we have Machamp. Now, Machamp brings back a lot of memories for me, and they're really fond memories. I remember when Machamp originally got Risk-Taker. Now, prior to that, there were not really any good fighting types, or at least not super great. I mean, we did have, you know, Machamp I think had the highest attack power, but it had Swap, so it wasn't, like, it was good because it was the only thing we had, but it wasn't great. Now, Risk-Taker was one of the best abilities in the game at that time, and I totally maxed it out and used it a lot. Gave Machamp raised max levels and everything. Unfortunately, Risk-Taker is outclassed now, and I just don't think it's worth the investment. Even if you don't have it, it could definitely help you out in the main stages as you progress through the game, but I just don't think it's worth the investment. I would catch it. It was difficult for me. I didn't beat it 100% of the time back then when I was farming it, but that was, you know, years ago basically, or a year and a half ago, however long, probably like two, who knows how long it was, 2.5 years ago, whatever. But yeah, I would not focus on Machamp, even though I love it. It's one of my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Shuffle, just because of how much use I have gotten out of it, but unfortunately, not so much anymore. So, yeah, I wouldn't focus on this one, even though it might seem good, depending on where you are in the game. But it's still decent, but it's one that I don't really use because it's better fighting support Pokemon at the moment, or at least, yeah. So that outclasses Machamp. So yeah, moving on, we have Keldeo Resolute. Now this is actually a great challenge, guys. This used to be an escalation. It's not an escalation anymore. I guess they pulled it out. So that's kind of cool. You could farm this if you wanted to, if you want to skill swap it to Cross Attack Plus. I'd prefer the Tepig, to be honest with you, with Hammering Streak. So I wouldn't farm Keldeo. I did farm it when it was available in the escalation. So yeah, I mean, Quest Attack Plus is not bad. You know, it has a high multiplier, especially in time stages. It helps you out a lot. I just wouldn't prioritize it over Tepig, or you know, some other Pokemon we have this week that we're gonna be discussing. But it's not terrible. So you know, I would catch it if you don't have it, but it's one that I wouldn't focus on this week. But who knows? Who knows? Now let's move on. We have Luxray. Now this is a raise max level challenge, which means it can drop raise max levels, and it could also drop personalized skill boosters. This is another one that can be skill swapped to Cross Attack Plus. It does have Power 5 Plus as its ability. Now this is like a mid-game escalation stage, so, not escalation, expert stage. So if you don't have it, if you catch this, it could definitely help you out, like, in the main stages, because it has a good attack power. So, I would totally recommend picking it up, catching it, if you don't have it from the expert stages, because Luxray, could definitely, put some work in depending on where you are in the game, as I just said. But, you know, one that you can farm if you're able to beat it consistently. If you want to farm Cross Attack Plus, if you have the extra skill swappers, it's worth it, because it can drop, raise max levels, and those are always nice to get. You'll probably get a few of them as you grind to level 5. So if you have the coins, you can totally do it. It's not the best we have, so you might not want to waste your coins, but it's not bad. So, yeah, that's Luxray for you. And moving on, we have Solgaleo or Solgaleo. Who knows what it's called. But it's an Ultra Challenge, and it's cool to have back for those that need it. It has Metal Combo, and now, obviously, basically it powers up Steel types in a combo. It's not as good as Typeless Combo, but if you don't have a Typeless Combo maxed out, this could definitely do some work. It's good at skill level 1, so you don't have to farm it. It only has a 5% chance activation on a match of 3, but a guaranteed activation on a match of 4 and 5. So as you can tell, it is not a bad Pokemon, and I have used it when I went full Steel team. Mine's not maxed out. Mine's not invested in at all. So I wouldn't farm Solgaleo even if you can, even if you can beat it. If you can beat it itemless consistently, or even not consistently, but you can still beat it itemless, chances are you probably have some of those Typeless Combo Pokemon because you're probably an endgame player. If you can't beat it itemless, totally recommend that full item attempt if you want to catch it. I believe it has a low catch rate. Just take it as you will, because I'm not sure. It's not. It is a good Pokemon and it has a high attack power. So even I would totally recommend it. It could definitely help you out. But be wary, guys, because you want to make sure you have enough for like several Great Balls. Because I'm sure it has a low catch rate, so and you want to be able to beat it as well. You don't want to use complexity and all those other items and not be able to beat it, right? So judge it for yourself and see if you think you could beat it, and if you can, I would go for it. But yeah, that's Solgaleo. I wouldn't farm this even if you could, though. I'm going to try it itemless next week just to see if it is possible. I'm not sure if I've beaten it itemless before. I have videos, several videos, I think, of Solgaleo, so maybe I did beat it itemless before. We'll have to see. But anyway, moving on, I've saved the best for last, guys, or at least one of the best. Zygarde 50% Escalation. Why is this good? Well, it can be skill swap to Typeless Combo, and you could as you play through this escalation, you're going to get personalized skill boosters, which means you're going to boost up Typeless Combo. And I don't want to say it's a free maxed out Typeless Combo, because if you can't, advance to the end, you're not going to max it out. But even if you get it to like skill level 3, that's still good. So totally recommend catching it, and just playing through the escalation as far as you can, because you guys know how good Typeless Combo is. You guys know how often I use it. I try to change things up a little bit. I use Silvally quite a bit, so I don't really want to use it a whole. I don't. Sometimes I try to use other things or whatnot, because I do use it a lot. So as I just said, so. But I'm definitely going to. It's going to be fun using Zygarde 50% instead of over Silvally, just because I use Silvally a lot. So I'm definitely going to max this one out. This one is going to be important to me. So I would focus on this one even over the Tepig, just because Zygarde 50% with Typeless Combo going to help you out a lot, even if it's resistant. I mean, Typeless Combo is just that good of an ability. Even if you already have a Typeless Combo Pokemon, it doesn't harm you to have another one, or it doesn't help me to have 3 or 4 or 5, So some people do. I only have Silvally, so I'm definitely going to be playing through this escalation. I haven't been doing escalations much lately, but this one I am going to do just because it has such a good ability. But it does have to be skill swap, so if you have the skill swapper, even if you're low on skill swappers, I still think this is a correct investment for you. And I know a lot of people are going to be farming this one. I actually already skill swapped mine, so it is going to be a lot of fun to play through this. And yeah, I believe that's it for all the events this week. Let me know what you're most excited for. A lot of people are probably going to say the Zygarde 50%. Maybe some of you might say Tepig. Maybe if you need Solgaleo, that could be, the one you're most excited for. But totally let me know. And we also are going to be still having that safari going on with the new Unpheasant, so you could catch some of those Pokemon if you don't have those as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll definitely see you in the next ones. Bye.